Hello, I'm LR Reactor, and thank you for joining me for this segment of Viewer's Point of View. This is the segment in which we take, well, we meaning me, and me meaning we, but me meaning me, take your emails or comments that you may have sent me through Twitter, Facebook, my Gmail account, readydirectnow@gmail.com, or the comment section on my YouTube channel down below. And we kind of take those questions, and I read a couple online. I want to get your reactions to them, so to speak, on what you think about what the viewers are saying and what questions they're sending me to ask on the segment. So picked out 4 this week that I have up on my screen, and let's go over them. So first one is from Will from Kansas. Hello, Will. Thank you for the email. Will says, will Captain Marvel movies be as successful as Wonder Woman? No. No, Will. It will not be. A couple of reasons behind that. Now, Marvel obviously knows how to put a movie together. They've proven it, and I have no doubt that Captain Marvel is going to be a good movie. So, no worries there. It's going to be a good movie. But to be as successful as Wonder Woman, there's a couple of things that prevent that from being so. Number one, Wonder Woman is an iconic character from the 50s, even the 40s, even 30s, when she existed. My mom knows who Wonder Woman is, okay? My uncle, older people know who Wonder Woman is, as well as young people. So she's been around for a long time in the American culture. Everybody knows who she is. So that's number one. Captain Marvel, not so much. Captain Marvel has changed the mantle. Captain Marvel used to be a man a long time ago. And now the powers of Captain Marvel is bestowed upon a woman, and that's the portrait they're showing. So a lot of people are not familiar with Captain Marvel, period, even if they followed Captain Marvel in the comic books in the 60s. But now, that being said, it's a different Captain Marvel altogether. So she doesn't have name recognition, so to speak, and awareability as far as people know, hey, Captain Marvel, I know who that is. And some people think Captain Marvel is Shazam, which he is. And I'm not sure how DC and Marvel's going to get around that, but DC, he is Captain Marvel. And they could call him Captain Marvel if they want to, but I think they'll just call him Shazam and leave it alone. But so that's number one. She's not as well known. Number two, Wonder Woman was the first woman-led lead superhero movie ever out there, and she set the bar, and it's a high bar. And Captain Marvel, I don't think could ever hit that bar. And probably Captain Marvel will probably have to have some other Marvel superhero in that movie to help boost her along. So it will not be just a Captain Marvel movie alone. Either there's going to be Nick Fury in there, or Captain America might show up, or Tony Stark. Somebody will be in there to kind of help the promotion of it. So people will say, oh, Captain Marvel, who's that? Some people who are not familiar with it, the sweaties out there, the comic book people, the movie people, the people who follow this stuff will know who she is. But the general public will not, so they'll probably do what they did at Spider-Man Homecoming. Here's Spider-Man, and they didn't have to do that with Spider-Man Homecoming because everybody knows who Spider-Man is. They didn't need to put Iron Man in there, but they did it for the storyline to connect them to the MCU, so I understood that. But as far as Captain Marvel's concerned, they're going to put somebody else in there to help her name get out there and kind of say, oh, wait a minute, Captain America, he's in that movie too. I want to see that, and how to help her storyline. So it's going to be a good movie, no doubt. I feel great about it. I want to see it, but it will not be as successful as Wonder Woman. I mean, Wonder Woman has turned out to be one of the best superhero movies of all time. Still growing strong at the movie theater. I've seen it about 3 times already. I might see it a 4th. So, it was really good. So that's your question, Will. Thank you for your email. Next question is from Trevor. Trevor from, it doesn't say where you're from, Trevor. It's Gmail account. Okay, Trevor says, will San Diego Comic-Con ever broadcast Hall H on a pay-per-view basis? Wow, Trevor, I wish they would. That would be fantastic because, as you know, a lot of people, everybody wants to get in Hall H. They have lines the night before you have to get into to get into Hall H, and people stand in the lines for 17 hours even to get into Hall H to see those new trailers that are launching out. D23 just showed some Infinity War trailer information, and hopefully they'll show that at San Diego Comic-Con as well. But I would say this. Disney and Marvel definitely can make money doing it, because I would be one of those people that would pay $25.99 or $30 where they charge just to watch Hall H, which is about an hour and a half show, hour and a half, 2 hours. So I would pay the money, and so would so many other people. So they will make a lot of money on that, and it would be a great idea, and it may come to fruition one day. It may actually happen as we grow, and this San Diego Comic-Con grows and the viewership grows. It may happen. The other side of me says no, it will not happen, because Marvel and Disney is very hands-on, protective of their properties. They don't leak they don't want any trailers leaking on the internet. That's why they take everybody's cell phones, and that's why you didn't see anything that came out of last year's San Diego Comic-Con. Nothing leaked at all until they were ready to show it. And I think they want to keep that veil of secrecy on their product until they're ready to show it closer to the movie. So that side of me says no, they probably won't. It's unfortunate, because they could definitely turn it into an event, and I hope it turns into that one day. But I just think Hall H is always going to be kept secret. DC may do something like that. They did a little show last year with Jeff Johns and Kevin Smith about the DC Universe and Justice League and Wonder Woman a little bit, and that was cool. I love watching that on Sci-Fi Channel. I hope they do that again. But Marvel and Hall H, I don't think they will ever do something like that. But maybe they will. Maybe they'll broadcast something else and they just won't show the trailers. Who knows? But that would be fantastic. They could, show the hall, and when they shoot the trailer, just pan away and just get people's reactions, show the crowd reacting to the trailer. That could work. So who knows? But I think it's a great idea, Trevor. I think it's something that I hope they do in the future. So thank you for the question. And out there, comment on these questions. What you think the answer is. What do you think about the question, and how you like to add to it, or continue to ask another question related to that question down in the comment section below, or you can send me an email, readycorrectnow@gmail.com. All right, question number 3 from Tim. Tim says, let me read this here. Will movie theaters and movies be replaced by Netflix movies because of the fact they're able to tell a better story in 10 hours versus 2 hours or 2.5 hours? Tim, I think we can see that. You think about it, and it could work too, because as now we have home streaming and stuff like that able to be done. If they were able to say, let's say they took Avengers: Infinity War and say, you know what, I'm talking 5-10 years from now, they say, you know what, this movie's going to be released on Netflix, not in movie theaters, and we're going to take our time telling this movie, getting more detail. We're going to put the money into Netflix or into this production, so it's like a movie quality, and there's going to be 6 episodes, which is the equivalent of one movie that will span over 6 hours. What that allows the studios to do is tell a much detailed, more in-depth story about the character, about the storyline. Now the problem with that is, how do you charge for that? How do you get people? You get a Netflix subscription, but it might be another subscription on top of it just for that movie, where you pay. It would have to be the equivalent. You're paying $70 to go see it. But the problem is I think the problem that will come up, that will occur, is the fact that, okay, so I pay $70 for this Infinity War movie, but I might have 15 people over. Okay, so that's 15 people watching it for $70 versus 15 people going to the movie theater. So they lose out on revenue. They lose out on popcorn sales. At least the movie theater does. Now the movie theaters one day may become a thing of the past, and I do predict that in the next 25 years, movie theaters themselves will go away, or a different version of them will exist, because of our availability to get media, to get content, to get movies through Netflix, through Hulu, through Amazon, who's improving their product and their the information that they get out there. And they're getting, like now we have Netflix Defenders, we have Iron Fist, we have Daredevil. That's going to continue to grow as the quality gets better, more money gets into it, and the production gets better. So could they tell a longer story? They may decide, you know what, Marvel's going to tell this story through Netflix, and it's going to be a lot of money in it. Production will be movie quality, but it'll be a 6-hour movie broken down into 5 episodes. They may decide to do that versus having a 2.5-hour movie here. So that could happen. I think we're in amazing times right now, where things are really going to change in the next 10 years. How movies are consumed, produced, launched, and previewed. So it may happen. But thank you so much for the question. Great question. I really like that one. All right, last question here is from Michael. Michael from California, Anaheim, California. Cool. I wonder, are you at D23 this week, Michael? Yeah, I guess not, because you emailed me on, well, this email is from Tuesday, so no big deal. Guess maybe you are there. Who knows? Okay, Michael asks, is it time for a Hulk standalone movie? Yes, it is. Now, I understand, I think the problem with the Hulk is Paramount, somebody can help me out in the comments section. I think Paramount owns the rights to the Hulk. They own the rights. Marvel can have the Hulk appear in movies with other characters, but they cannot produce a standalone Hulk movie without Paramount getting royalties or without Paramount's permission or some kind of collaboration. I'm not as sure. If you know this, please comment me, send it in the comment section, or send me an email. But I think that's why you can't have a Hulk standalone movie. But it's definitely time. I mean, Hulk has been the one that he's been great in movies, but he's been left behind. I mean, Hulk has a lot of great stories. And if you read some of the Hulk books in the past, you know, the Peritheon, when Hulk emerged, when the Hulk, Mandarin and Hulk merged to one being, you got the leader you can show. You already seen Abomination. You have Zax that you can talk about. You got so many different Hulk stories with him, his battle against the government, so to speak. And you know, Hulk took on some of the bigger villains, as far as powerful villains in the universe. Hulk versus the Fantastic Four. You know, when he had to take a Hulk versus the Avengers. When the Avengers, you know, this is all back when the Avengers, way back when the Hulk was savage, and they used the Hulk only when they needed him. You know, they had to attack him to calm him down. Planet Hulk. You know, they're doing Planet Hulk right now, so to speak, in the Thor Ragnarok movie, but they could do War Hulk, where Hulk comes back to Earth. Who knows? There's just so many different things they could do from Hulk. Not only Hulk, but they could do She-Hulk in a movie with her, introduce She-Hulk, introduce the Red Hulk. There's a lot of good Hulk stories, and I think the Hulk has been left behind. I think it's time for Marvel to make a deal with Paramount or whatever, but I want to see a Hulk standalone movie. I know we had one before, The Incredible Hulk, and that is part of the DCEU, you know, technically, but it's time for Hulk 2. You know, Incredible Hulk 2. I think we need to see it. I think people want to see it, and I think they could tell some great stories with it. And Mark Ruffalo definitely would probably be interested in doing something like that. So Hulk has been left behind. Let's bring him back into the mainframe, get him another movie out there, and continue the Marvel MCU with the Hulk. Well, I'm just going to do 4 questions this week. Thank you so much. And those listening, those watching, thank you so much. And send me your questions to Viewers Point of View. I'll be happy to read those the next time I do this segment and go over those. I'm LR Reactor. Thank you so much for the time. I'll see you next time.